be or not to be? Not to be.
Welcome back to JK Rants and Reviews. I'm John. This is Caleb, and today we're going to be talking about Last Action Hero. Let's go.
You voted for it.
Yes, you did, and I am sad that Tango and Cash did not win. But at the same time, it was kind of fun how long it lasted. It took the reins just for a minute, and then it lost.
Yeah. Arnold. Team Arnold.
So this came out in 1993, right after Terminator 2, where Arnold could do no wrong at the height of his popularity and fame. And when this movie came out, I remember hearing a lot of people talking a lot of smack on it. And I just think people weren't ready for a meta kind of movie like this. I mean, there'd been a couple before its time, but not like this in an action flick where it had full budget, full like A-list actors. And so I think a lot of people didn't get it. My brother, I was telling him we were going to do this. He actually was talking about the voting on our Facebook channel. Facebook page, excuse me, and he said that this is one of the worst movies he's ever seen. I was like, whoa there, sir. I don't think you got it.
No, he's wrong. Also, this is like the Scream of the action films. Like, it understands what action movies are. It makes fun of action movies, but it also has fun with the genre itself. And it also takes note of the fact that these types of films, especially in that era, mainly had a following of young male teenagers and children. Like, that's who was watching these movies. I mean, that was me.
Right, and it's so funny how they start off with the rock and roll. They got the one-liners, infinity bullets. Nothing hurts the main character, the hero. It's just it's funny.
I mean, Megadeth, AC/DC, this soundtrack.
Wait a minute. The bad puns, the voice, the hard rock. This is happening. This is really happening. This is not happening.
And the score is too. That
God.
Music when Arnold,
dum,
yeah, just
dum, dum.
It's perfect.
God, it's awesome.
Perfect.
The villains are great. I mean, stereotypical kinda. And the guy, the guy who becomes the main character, Tywin Lannister, and he's in some other stuff. He's a great actor. I like how it goes from bright and rock and roll. California in the movie, and then when they get pulled into the real world, how it becomes dark and very different. Things hurt.
Damn it, it hurts.
And but they don't stop with the movie tropes. They keep going. Mm-hmm. Great movie. You got the guy that played Oddjob in there as one of the henchmen. I mean, you got so many good references to other movies, whether it be like The Wizard of Oz, or you got the Basic Instincts, Terminator 2 references. I mean, Danny DeVito's in it playing the cartoon character. The captain, who is the captain in 48 Hours.
And where's that smile on his face? I don't even know this kid.
The movie's just fantastic. It really plays on the 80s, 90s nostalgia and makes fun of itself. I just think at the time, like I said, coming out of Terminator 2, I think they probably would have done better had they really done a Jack Slater movie instead of playing a movie within a movie.
Yeah, I really, really enjoy it, and I'm really glad that it existed. I am also kind of glad that there wasn't like a sequel or a follow-up.
Right.
I feel like if they were to have continued it, like just a Jack Slater film.
Jack Slater. Slater! Don't even think it, Slater, you hear me?
This is the Lieutenant Governor.
Slater, here's what I...
The governor gets here, call me.
We also got to talking a little bit, there's lots of movies that go meta and you get a lot of like commentary or director's notes or interviews about this is what we were going for, these were the messages we were trying to talk about or have fun with. And you can pick up on a lot of it, and a lot of it's self-explanatory, but I also find it funny that there's not a lot of that for this film. I probably could. I don't know if there's a commentary on that copy or not. If there is, I should probably watch it at some point.
We both have the cheap DVD copy.
Yeah. But I kind of would like a little more backstory on who was like, you know what, we haven't done yet. We haven't played with this genre, and we could probably get Arnold.
Yeah, I mean, all in all, guys, I hope you like this movie. I hope you understand what it was trying to be and what it was trying to do. I mean, it's a little bit of a silly premise. A ticket from Houdini allows you to travel into, the film cinematic universe.
It's a passport to another world.
But it's just, you just got to turn your brain off and have a good time and enjoy what it's trying to do and make fun of.
You're driving with no hands!
I think it's easy if you practice a lot and never ever do it in heavy traffic.
Yeah, this has been a favorite of mine since I was a little kid. I told him when I was a kid, I used to make my parents buy me the fake snakeskin boots from Kmart because of this movie. And yeah, it was just growing up. It's one that I popped in all the time. Like this, original Ninja Turtles, 89 Batman, Terminator 2. Like these were my movies.
I'm sad I don't still have the action figures. I actually had the Jack Slater action figure. And
I did too.
I don't know what happened to it.
I had the 12-inch talking one.
Oh, I didn't have that cool. No, mine was a little guy. That's awesome. Oh, that's pretty sick.
I had like all the little ones and then the 12-inch. I also had the Terminator 2 12-inch.
Oh, I'm so jealous now.
And I don't know where any of them are.
Oh, man.
If you find them and my name is spelled out on them, it's mine and I would like it back.
You're like Andy on the boot, on the bottom of the boot. Yeah,
yeah. Or on the back. I don't know.
So what rating would you give it? Like,
oh God, this is tough because I understand what makes a good movie good, what makes a bad movie bad, and this follows just.
What's weird, because it wasn't trying to be a cult classic. It was trying to be its own thing, I think. I mean, obviously, nobody really tries to come out being a cult classic. You want it to be a hit, I would assume. But
yeah, I'm going to give it an 8. I really love the film. I understand that it's a cheesy action movie and it's making fun of itself and all that. But I feel like an 8 is taking note of that, but it's also showing that it really is a good movie. You can have a lot of fun with it. And if you haven't seen it, I really recommend it, especially if you're a fan of the 80s, 90s action.
Oh, man, there's not enough. I hope that we get more retro stuff like that now. And we are getting a lot of stuff from the 80s, but it seems to be more in horror. We haven't really come back to that. But anyway, yeah, I think a 7.5 for me is fair. I think, the quality is okay. Like, there were parts at the end of it where I was like, God, this feels like PlayStation 2. Like, just the neon lights and the cinematography and the CG. Like, some of it was like, it looked like almost behind the scenes footage. Now, this is on our DVD. If there's like a Blu-ray where they remastered it, it might be a little different. But
and that's something I brought up too, is maybe the transfer to DVD from like the VHS. Maybe it just didn't go well.
Right.
Because some movies it doesn't.
Right. But overall, it's very enjoyable. It's a movie that gets better every time you watch it because you have to go into it knowing what it is. And there's a lot of give that goes with that. It's all for action and comedy.
Hi, is that guy Conan Phrase?
So anyway, guys, that's our rating. Go ahead and let us know what you guys think of it. If you like it, if you hate it, if you flip-flopped, if it gets better every time for you as you watch it. Make sure and like, comment, subscribe if you haven't. Make sure and hit that notification bell so you get some more R&R. Till next time, JK out.
Would you pick Stallone or Schwarzenegger in a fight?
Man, I saw Rocky 4.
Arnold.
Have a nice day.
I'll be back.